What's up, everybody? My name is Brett Fox. I'm in the United States Air Force, and I'm here to answer questions about United States Air Force boot camp. I get a lot of questions all the time about the United States Air Force boot camp and what it entails and what happens and what you do, yada yada yada. So what I'm going to hit on today is the classes that people ask about, the physical requirements, and is it easy or is it not? The first thing I want to say is it shouldn't be about is it easy or is it not. It should be more about is it challenging and can I overcome it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a brief overview of kind of what happened from the night before I left for boot camp to the end of boot camp. The night before that I went to boot camp, I spent the night at a hotel. And then we got up really early. We went to MEPS and we got our last physical done. Then we got checked out and everything was good. Then we all went to the airport. And we ended up flying, having a couple layovers with a couple other people. My buddy became the flight guide guy. He's a team leader, and what that means is he pretty much is watching everyone. So you're gonna fly all around. I didn't get there until around like 3 o'clock in the morning because my plane was really late. There were some problems, and after that got sent into this big part of the airport where there were these two ladies yelling at everyone, getting everyone kind of scared. You know, that was the first little impression that we got. So we're sitting there and they start piling us into a bus. We get on this bus and we get taken to the Lackland Air Force Base. At Lackland, there is a room, like an auditorium kind of, and they piled us all in there, all of us, I would say 1,000 of us. From there is when we got put into our flights. Our flight is what our boot camp is. Like, who are we going to be with for the entirety of BMT? So we got right off our numbers. There was about 48 of us, I could be wrong, 48 of us that was there. And we got taken to our actual squadron. There's two types of squadrons. There's Disneyland and then there's Alcatraz. Disneyland is a newer type of squadron that has more efficient living, better fountains, they have more showers, they don't have bunk beds, they have single beds, they have better lockers, they have better ways of getting up and down and better PT grounds and everything. Alcatraz, from what I know, has not as many shower heads, has not as good as a time as people in Disneyland do. So I'm from the 323rd Training Squadron, Mustangs. It's really scary. We get rushed up these stairs and we get thrown into this room and people are kind of yelling at us and we're pointing at what we got to know, what our bed is, where we are and stuff like that. This is about 5 o'clock in the morning and they let us sleep for not that long and they wake us up and it's time to go through our day. That first morning they wake us up and they start going down the aisles, yelling at everybody. It's just a big yell fest, trying to figure everything out. Everyone's scared. Everyone doesn't even know what's happening. Then we proceed to learn how to march better, at least get a basic understanding. We go get food for the first time. I was chosen to be a chow runner, but I will get to that later. I'm going to go through what that means in a later video. So from there we get our urine analysis done. We go through all the things that we need to learn. You wake up like 5:45-ish and you go to bed around 9 o'clock. It's a repetitive thing. It's every time. You start taking classes around your second week. I could be wrong, maybe first week. You start learning about basic things like basic situational awareness and suicidal prevention, things like that. Classes are very good. The MTIs try to get you engaged as much as possible into the actual class. And honestly, class is kind of like an escape away from the BMT. So it's comfortable. It's semi-comfortable. And then we started doing PT every morning. It depends on what time you get to Lackland. It could be in the earlier of the year. It could be, during the different types of seasons. It depends on when you get there. It's either going to be in the morning if it's the summertime, or it's going to be in the afternoon if it's wintertime because it could be warm or cold. And pretty much there is no standard day at BMT. Every day there was something different you had to do. There was a different class. There was a different schedule of how it was all going to be built. You're going to go through things like immunizations, the urine analysis, and a bunch of other things that are going to happen that you're all going to go through as a flight. But the big thing is that you want to get through this. People ask like, oh, is this going to be hard? Is this going to be difficult? Just put your head around it and realize that you're only doing this for a little while and the outcome is going to be much greater and you'll be stronger because of it and you're going to be pretty much a different person at the end of the day. There's going to be times where I was like, oh, this is not what I was, this is scary. This is too much. This is crazy. This is like, whoa. And there was times where I was dismayed for me continuing. But then I pushed myself forward and I saw that it was totally worth it in the end because now I'm here, now I'm doing what I want to do, and now I'm doing everything that I can do, and I'm having a great time doing it. So this is my first video. Thank you for watching. Keep a comment, question anything that I will answer in the future, because I want to know what you guys want to ask, because I wish that I had someone tell me things I wanted to know. So ask questions and I will answer.